We're just going to start right here on my left, or on my right. Just start with the introduction, and then we're going to move down the line.
Hello everybody, my name is Michael Salgado. I'm running for the architecture representative position. As representative, I would like to work in unison with both the Senate organization and the architectural community. Some of the topics I'm going to solve would be the overall health of the architecture community, whether it be the overflow of trash or the overflow of the mice that runs around, or the overflow of dust that gets into the airways and floods the floors, or the windows that are being held open by ropes or bricks. The list goes on and on. I also want to focus on the safety of the students, funding for co-ed events, and most importantly, the collaboration of co-ed and Senate, because co-ed usually excludes itself from the rest of the university. I'm persistent, resourceful, organized, and when it comes to getting something done, I'll get it done. And let's have fun.
Ashley,
Hi everyone, my name is Ashley Griffith and I'm currently a third-year architecture student and a part of the Albert Dorman Honors College. I'm running for architecture rep for Student Senate. I am currently the IFSC president as well as the vice president of Alpha Sigma Tau. I would like to hold this position so that I can help meet the needs of architecture students and improve the architecture school. The main goals that I would like to focus on are accessibility to printers and material cutters, studio maintenance issues, elevator and walkway issues, bathroom maintenance, curriculum issues, and work with reps from other colleges as well as the co-ed rep. My main goal is to ensure comfort and safety for the architecture students. My involvement in NJIT has allowed me to make connections with Physical Plant, the administrators, staff, and students of the architecture school, which gives me the confidence that I will be able to work with them to resolve as many issues as I can. I'm extremely passionate about the architecture school, and I'm grateful for the opportunities it has given me. And now I believe it is my time to give back. Thank you.
Christopher, whenever you're ready.
Hi guys, for those of you that don't know me, I'm Christopher Nelson. I'm a second-year architecture major here. And I think that the Student Senate should really work with the students and for the students. So I believe that holding more design competitions, which I know they're already doing some of them, I would love to continue that. And displaying some of the student work, getting it out there, and showing our pride, because we put a lot of time and effort. And also, I know that being a second year, I'm relatively new here, so I know some of the struggles that the newer students go through, and I would love to have more workshops showing basic design techniques and progressing to more advanced. Those are some of my goals. I would love to work for you guys, and if you guys see me on campus with any questions or ideas, I would love to stop and talk with you guys. So thank you guys for coming out.
Okay. Swarthy, you're up whenever you're ready.
Hi, I'm Swarthy Bhatta. I'm a fourth-year architecture student. My goals for the Senate is to create interdisciplinary connections between the students of co-ed and with other students within the design majors and also within the university through clubs and organizations. I also want to increase hours of operation of the architecture library and provide color printing for the students so we don't have to run to the PC mall every day before studio, wait in line. And I also want to provide more competitions for the students to enrich our community and collaborate within other majors. And my accomplishments on campus are I'm going to be a resident assistant next year. I've been in AIS for 2 years and I'm marketing director next year. And I was part of a collaborative global urban design competition, which we're going to Brazil to collect an award later this.
Great, thank you so much. I'm going to give you guys a quick second to put together some questions if you have any, and then if not, I'll collect questions for myself. If you haven't signed the waiver yet, please make sure you do so if you haven't received one. You can make your way down here and get one on this side of the debate podium, but make sure you fill that out before you come up here. All right, we do have 2 questions. I'm just going to go with the first one that showed up, which is, what do you guys think are the biggest issues regarding the physical spaces within COAD, and how do you plan on improving the studio environment? So we're going to start on that side this time. So Sporthy, you're up first.
I really believe that cleanliness and basic hygiene is important, and working with the maintenance workers to really get the trash cleaned up regularly. And I think as simple as providing rooms for us to use around the studio is important, and we don't always have that. And I think also by not having studios split apart, like for example the gym, if you guys are aware, the 5th floor gym is really nice because everyone works together and you see everyone's work, and that's a big deal. Whereas when their studios are separated, you don't really get to interact with everyone. So yeah, cleanliness and collaboration.
All right, and I just want to clarify that this is the time if you wanted to use your rebuttal, you would do it in a response to someone's question. So just wait till someone finishes answering the question, and then you could prompt to use your rebuttal. But if there are no rebuttals, we're going to go to Chris.
Okay, yeah, so the physical space, I mean, if you're an architecture student, you spend a lot of time in that building, and cleanliness is definitely an issue. I think that getting the word out to the students, because it's hard for the maintenance staff to do everything, but the students should also do their part. Providing rooms to them, allowing them to clean up for themselves will go a long way with that. And as far as comfort, I think that being able to provide comfortable spaces, like for example the loft there on the 5th floor, I think it's important to be able to go somewhere to relax and unwind. So I think improving some of the furniture there that's really worn down will go a long way, and just making it more comfortable so that when everybody's stressing out, doing a project, going crazy, they have a place to go, take a break, and relax and unwind so that they can come back refreshed and with a new set of eyes to their projects.
Thank you, Chris. We're going to go to, and if you want to answer that question, you can use your rebuttal, but if not, we're going to go to another question. This one is a little interesting. Architecture students are often in the studio mindset where they prioritize their own projects over their own health and other classes. How can you advocate to making a difference in that issue?
Okay, so I definitely understand that because I do the same thing where I'm definitely always in my studio mindset. But one thing that I realized that definitely helps that is getting involved in other things on campus. So I definitely promote other things. I'm in Greek life, so I definitely promote Greek life. I promote Student Senate, I promote SAC, and I get them to kind of venture out of studio, because when you're always in studio, that's why you always have that studio mindset. So I think it's a good idea for them to get involved on campus and maybe get a group of people once a week to go to the campus center and see who's tabling and what they're doing in the campus center, or going to the green when it gets nice out, so we're not just constantly bottled up, because I know you'll hear a bunch of archies saying oh yeah, I haven't even been outside today. So maybe just getting groups together and organizing it so we can go and relax, or even do other work for other classes outside to get kind of out of that studio mindset and find something to kind of relieve the stress, because architecture can definitely be stressful. Thank you.
Thank you. We have one that's from Sporthy first, and then...
I think it's important for students to go out, but also I think it's important for a student center representative for the major to provide those kind of opportunities. Today we had public therapy, which was definitely helpful for the students because everyone's stressed out right now, whether it's enough time or whatever. But yeah, I think it's important for the architecture rep to provide those opportunities to chill out, basically.
Thank you, and then Christopher.
Okay, yeah, so I also agree that and I think this kind of goes along with the physical space aspect, where people do need a break, they need a place to go and unwind, and I think a big issue is commuters, if they are exhausted staying up all night and then they go and drive their car. I mean, there's been examples of bad things happening in that scenario. So I think if we improve some of the physical spaces, that it'll also give people a nice place to go and take a nap if they need it before they go driving, and I think that's really a big point, because there's real safety concerns there.
All right, thank you so much. And then Michael, the question for you is, what is one thing that differentiates you from the other candidates here?
I would say one thing that differentiates me is that I'm persistent, and when I say I'm going to get something done, I'm going to get something done. I can't rest until whatever that situation is or that problem is solved. Because I'm one of those types of people that really care about what other people think and how I could solve their problem and how I can make it better for them. Because one thing that's the most important thing is the health of everybody in the community. And as representative, if you can't solve those problems to help that community, then there's no point of you trying to advocate for this position. The one thing that's most important is for you as a representative to always be on top of your game and to take care of those around you. But most importantly, to take care of yourself, so you always are on your feet. You always gather ideas, different ideas of how you could improve things around school. And yeah.
All right, that is the last question. I just want to remind Ashley and Michael, you do have the opportunity to use your rebuttal if you would like to answer any of the questions. If not, thank you guys so much for coming up, and I wish you guys the best of luck. Everyone give a hand.